Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we have got a lot more interesting information here. Now remember, the reveal... Oh, let me actually put this up real quick. The reveal is in 2 days. Now, what's interesting about this information they've just given us, typically this means a data download would be later the same day. I suppose that could still happen, and we could get a data download tonight. It could, or they could just be given all this, and the data download is actually still gonna just be in 2 days. It's hard to say. Now remember, they don't. The 2 data downloads in a week type thing, that's typically reserved only for like the level of celebration we're in. So I could easily see them doing a data download tonight with this stuff, which would be huge because it would include these characters as well. We'll get to this in a second. Could be going into the data tonight, and then, we could get another data download after this stream. I do not think that they're going to have a data download tonight that's going to have, like these characters in it days before the stream. I don't think so. They have not done that for quite a while. The last time I remember they did that, I believe was Super Saiyan 4 Goku, funny enough. The Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I believe. Where the data download happened, I think, right before the stream itself. So, alright, this is in 2 days from now, the actual stream. Let's go and take a look at some of the content we've got coming up. The events will be available from the 22nd onwards. Wait. Oh, so, yeah, the data download, it's... Okay, yeah, not tonight. It should be tomorrow, actually. So the data download is in 24 plus 12 plus 6 hours. It's like 42 hours, something like that. Ah, man, that does... Damn, are we really gonna do the data download that's gonna include these guys in it then? Just a couple of hours before the stream? That's potentially a real bummer. It looks like that might be the case. Because the preparation period will tell us, right? Data download is not tonight, it's tomorrow night. Which is right before the stream. Oof. Okay, well, that's it's potentially a little nerve-wracking to your boy, but whatever. Alright, so we got that. There's a new event right here. So this is going to be a free-to-play. Looks like it's... Well, actually, it's not... It's not a Prime Battle. But there... okay, so we're going to get an LR Nuova Shenron, but he's not a Prime Battle. Because he's not the Prime Battle event. Hard to say exactly which version of Nova this is. I think it's going to be this version. After he comes back, after Omega Shenron is on the scene. Now, the thing about this guy, though, is, remember, this is, like, one of the quirkiest designs we've ever seen. So I don't know if they're gonna, like, really, like, how well they might aim for this guy. So, remember, this one is Super Class. This one is Extreme Class. So, it's hard to tell exactly what we're gonna get with Nova Shenron, right? Like, he could be super good. He could be a superclass character. He could be a villain character. Hard to say. Hard to say, right? It would make sense that Omega would have either GT Bosses or Shadow Dragon Saga as one of his leader skills. I mean, they could give him both and then also give him something like Battle of Fate, and I think it wouldn't be the end of the world. We'll see. It would be good to get Super Saiyan. Yeah, because you know what? They could just do GT Bosses, and then they could also do Battle of Fate, which would get Gogeta on there, right? What about, are these boys just quickly on Battle of Fate? They are. Yeah, both of them are as well. They're on Battle of Fate. Okay. So yeah, all they would need is Battle of Fate, and then that would get all the Super Saiyan 4s on Omega's team, which we would want. Remember, Omega is the Dokkan Fest leader, so he's going to have multiple leader skills. Hopefully it's 3, right? Sometimes they're a little stingy and they only give out 2, like Blue Goku and Vegeta in Part 1, but we'll see. So, hopefully with Nova, I mean, hard to guess how they might build him or something. Just make him like a strong character to work alongside Omega would certainly be the go-to way to do this, right? Remember, Nova, I mean, he doesn't particularly link the greatest with Omega with some of these links. Let's even look at this guy, right? Like Gentleman, Cold Judgment, Revival, like these have nothing to do with Omega. Sometimes Omega has shocking speed, and Omega's always going to have at least GT, Shadow Dragons, and he'll have Fierce Battle as well. So just those 3 links alone will be able to give Omega a nice amount of power, right? So we could, and I mean, we could, you know, maybe get the free-to-play Shadow Dragons as well. You know, either free-to-play like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta clones or the Shadow Dragons. Remember, there's 7 Shadow Dragons, right? We now have the LR Nova, and we're going to have the LR Omega, and then the other 5 could easily be, you know, the free-to-play TURs, right? Something that they could potentially do. Although, it does suck how, like, none of the other Shadow Dragons, I mean, it's what we want next to Omega Shenron is like a Sin Shenron. That's what we'd want. Maybe they give this guy a sub EZA. That would be outstanding if they did. We'll see how it's going to look, right? But remember, those links from Omega Boy, whew, they will generate a lot of power. So we have that. There is indeed going to be stage 3 and 4 for the special battle. That's going to be awesome. Special battle getting new stages is really good. And of course, we're going to have the multiple right there, right? So, I mean, these will probably be, you know, some of the hardest fights in the game. Against Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron right there. Looks like the final stage of the Daima event. Stage 16 is here, where you could experience the climax of the anime. That's awesome. Sure wish, Sure wish it was in game. You know, just saying. Stage 13 has been updated. Okay. So they're going to make the EX skill orbs better here. These are Shadow Dragon Saga EX skill orbs, and they're going to make those better. They're changing up the orbs in there. That's good. So players could grind this stage and get good skill orbs. I like that quite a bit. Okay. So that's pretty good, right? That's kind of like this initial info right here. We also have this right here. 3 more characters will be getting limited time buffs. AGO Super Saiyan 4 Goku, STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and LR Super Baby 2. So these 3 characters are going to be getting the limited time buffs, right? Boost will be applied to the EZA characters. This will be for, you know, the remainder of the celebration or whatever. So, okay, Baby getting this. I guess Baby is on Battle of Fate, though. Yeah. So, I mean, we could, like, piece together some clues from Omega's leader skill. I would guess he's definitely going to have Nova on it. So that means either GT bosses or Shadow Dragon Saga would be present, and I'm really hoping for Battle of Fate. I mean, Omega gets Battle of Fate tacked on there, and he's, like, look at this. Like he's in good hands. Right, like we got the Part 1 characters, Physical VB. You know, that gets all of these big Shadow Dragon Saga characters on there. We'd even have like Beast or the UIs. Like, you know, that could be super good. So, I mean, if Omega gets Battle of Fate, he's in good hands already. That's a very, very good leader skill that he would potentially have. So, I mean, remember what they're gonna do with these guys. Here, let me pull up what the buffs are for Tech Vegito Blue, as well as Int Rose. It's not like the craziest, like, oh, we need to drop like a million things. It's a very simple thing that makes them pretty effective. Yeah, here it is right here. I got it bookmarked. All right, so here we go. Proton, from Proton himself. Here's what the buffs are for Tech Vegito Blue, right? So he gets 600% attack and defense and super effective against all types. And then once transformed, it's 400% attack, 600% defense, and super effective against all types. I would imagine probably something similar with these guys. Like, maybe I could see it just being like, you know, they get like 500% attack and defense, and then they guaranteed crit or something like that. Because that's the other thing Rose does, right? 300% attack, 800% defense, and guaranteed crit. And then the Scythe is 600% attack, guaranteed crit. So maybe like 500% attack and defense and guaranteed crit for these two would be... That would be awesome, right? Baby. So let's take a look. So he does have a lot of crit in here already. I honestly, with his like dodging and stuff like that, although there is a little HP conditional in it, but just giving him, 600% attack and defense at the start of turn, I mean, it is going to be pretty sizable. Judging by how effective Tech Vegito Blue and Int LR Goku Black are at this exact moment, I think that these three will be very strong pieces, for the remainder of the time-limited buffs. Does it say the exact? No, it actually doesn't even say... Wait, this is the global one? What if the global one they did a bad job or something? Like, I'm just curious, like, does it say exactly when it's going away? It's just for the celebration, though, I believe. Yeah, but it doesn't, like, super specify, but that's what I'd imagine. It's just for the celebration. So, I mean, this is something I do hope they continue to do, by the way, for pretty much any celebration. I think taking one of these older characters and making them just a little bit more juiced up, so at least, the new characters come out, we could have fun with the new characters. I think that would be a good thing, so. Let me know what you guys think. We've got a lot of great information here. A lot of good stuff coming. I'm really excited to see what this free-to-play Nova Shenron could look like. Could be a nice option for Omega. I would rather he, of course, be the villain version. The version that's just straight up fighting Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, right? But, like, regardless, having another Shadow Dragon around could be good. I mean, there's no reason that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta himself might not be, like, an enormous asset next to Omega 2. Right, because remember, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega, I mean, at minimum, they have Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, GT, which is good. They might also potentially have, like, Shocking Speed, too. So, it's like, it's going to look good. Like, we're looking good. I think that the celebration right now is looking pretty fire. So, let me know what you guys think. Remember, the day to download looks like it is tomorrow night. Not tonight, tomorrow night. So, we'll see.